It began innocently enough with a faint whisper in the dark. Sarah, a young woman living alone in an old Victorian house, couldn't quite make out the words, but the voice seemed to beckon from the shadows. Night after night, the whispers persisted, accompanied by an eerie melody that echoed through the halls. Sarah searched for the source but found nothing. The haunting tunes seemed to seep from the walls themselves, filling her dreams with a sense of unease. One night, as the whispers grew more insistent, Sarah felt a cold presence in her room. She couldn't see anyone, but she sensed a figure standing in the corner. The air turned icy, and the room seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. In the dusty attic, Sarah discovered an old diary belonging to a previous resident, Emily. The entries detailed strange occurrences similar to Sarah's experiences. Emily spoke of a night guest who visited her in the dark, leaving her terrified and sleepless. The diary revealed a dark history of the house, a curse placed by a vengeful spirit wronged in the past. The night guest sought solace but brought fear to those who lived within the haunted walls. Sarah now understood that she had become the unwilling host to this spectral visitor. Sarah sought help from a paranormal investigator, Alex. Together, they delved into the history of the house, uncovering a tragic tale of betrayal and revenge. As they delved deeper, the night guest's manifestations grew more intense, as if angered by their intrusion. In an attempt to communicate with the night guest, Alex organized a seance. The room filled with an otherworldly energy, and the spirit of Emily, the long-deceased resident, spoke through Sarah. The night guest's story unfolded, revealing a desperate plea for redemption. Emily's spirit explained that the curse could only be broken by helping the night guest find peace. Sarah, now bound by a supernatural pact, committed to unraveling the mystery and granting the spirit the closure it sought. The night guest's presence intensified, leading Sarah through a series of unearthly trials. Each challenge brought her closer to the heart of the spirit's suffering, but the line between the living and the dead blurred, leaving her on the brink of madness. As Sarah neared the end of her harrowing journey, she confronted the night guest in a shadowy realm between worlds. The spirit, once menacing, now appeared as a tormented soul seeking forgiveness. Sarah had to decide whether to succumb to fear or offer compassion. With courage in her heart, Sarah chose the path of compassion. The night guest's anguished wails transformed into sorrowful sobs. Sarah learned the spirit's name, Clara, and the tragic tale of a love betrayed and a life cut short. Sarah and Clara delved into the painful memories that bound the spirit to the earthly realm. As they explored Clara's past, Sarah discovered the true depth of the betrayal that led to the curse. The once hidden secrets now surfaced, painting a poignant picture of lost love and unredeemed sins. Guided by the spectral energy, Sarah found symbolic objects tied to Clara's past scattered throughout the house. Each artifact held a piece of the tortured spirit's history, and as Sarah gathered them, the ethereal atmosphere shifted. Clara's form became more defined, and a glimmer of gratitude shone in her eyes. The final trial approached, a daunting challenge that would test Sarah's resolve. Clara, bound by chains of anguish, needed Sarah to break them, freeing her from the shackles of her tormented existence. The house groaned with unseen forces as Sarah faced the ultimate confrontation. In a climactic moment, Sarah shattered the spectral chains that bound Clara. A blinding light enveloped the room, and a serene calm replaced the oppressive atmosphere. The night guest, now free from the burdens of the past, ascended into the afterlife, leaving behind a profound sense of peace. With Clara's departure, the Victorian house transformed. The once creaking floorboards now stood silent, and the whispers that haunted the halls faded into memory. Sarah, though forever changed by the experience, felt a newfound serenity settle over the home. In the wake of Clara's release, Sarah found closure of her own. The diary, once filled with tales of terror, now held a record of redemption. The night guest, once a source of fear, had become a catalyst for healing. Sarah decided to leave the now tranquil house, carrying the lessons learned and the strength gained from her encounter with the night guest. The once haunted abode, with its storied past, awaited a new chapter in the hands of another resident. As Sarah closed the door for the last time, she heard a gentle whisper in the wind, a voice filled with gratitude. Clara's spirit lingered, expressing thanks for the kindness that had set her free. Word of Sarah's courageous journey spread, and the Victorian house became a symbol of triumph over supernatural adversity. The once feared dwelling transformed into a beacon of hope for those who believed in the possibility of redemption. Sarah embarked on a new chapter of her life, forever changed by the spectral encounter. The memories of the night guest and the haunted house lingered, but they became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Though Sarah had moved on, whispers of her encounter with the night guest lingered in the town's folklore. Locals spoke of the brave woman who had faced the supernatural and emerged victorious, leaving behind a legacy of courage and compassion. One day, a mysterious letter arrived at Sarah's new home. The handwriting resembled that of Emily, the long-deceased resident whose diary had guided Sarah on her journey. The letter contained cryptic words of gratitude and a subtle hint that the cycle of redemption might continue. As Sarah read the letter, she couldn't shake the feeling of unseen watchers observing her. The spirits of those who had once suffered within the Victorian house seemed to linger, their ethereal presence now transformed into guardians of the living. With a sense of gratitude and an understanding of the mysteries that connected the living and the dead, Sarah embraced the unknown. As she walked into the future, the echoes of her encounter with the night guest faded, leaving behind a legacy of courage and compassion for those who dared to believe in the supernatural.